everyone, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be talking about the different phases that some women go through, and also one phase that a large majority of women go through in their life, which is called the 304 phase. Now I'm going to call it a 304 phase because evidently YouTube does not like the actual word. They will filter that out and flag for any number of reasons, but YouTube does not like that word, so I will not be saying it, and I will be censoring it from this video as well. But yes, we are talking about the 304 phase. A majority of women think that it is something that has to be done, even though it is very bad for the mental health of a lot of women after they do it. We're going to get into that, and also we have some comments we are going to read. We have a video about manifestation. Here's the thing about manifestation. A woman who manifested the man of her dreams in her soulmate, she says, in 5 minutes by just thinking about him. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, get you a beverage, and my name is Ratboi. Let's get into it.
I'm a big fan of host.
I know you got rules, 12-date rule, but then you also have rules, which is why we appreciate the range.
We love the range.
What are your rules for the people that are like, I want to now?
So essentially, is not being attached to the outcome of every date you go out on. There is a world where you can go on dates without thinking, is this my next boyfriend? Is this my husband? Is this the father of my kids? Just go on the first date. I start to talk to you sexually, and you're like, that's rude. But also, am I attracted to him? Do I want to sleep with him and just because at least I know now he's like a creep, but maybe I will not get attached to this man.
I saw something you wrote once about a fatal flaw.
Where you're like, absolutely not. Because you have to remind yourself that so that you don't get attached. There is no way we're coming back from this. And there is a way to do that.
Is what I was intending on doing with the guy that I was just talking about, and then it was so bad, and I was like, well, now I thought we could just have fun, but that wasn't fun at all.
And there you have it. This is the reality. And basically, they're kind of making it seem like they're choosing these men for one thing when actually it's the men that are rejecting them for the other thing. You're trying to get in relationships with these men and the men are rejecting them. So they're like, oh, well, since he doesn't like me, then he's bad, and I'm just going to spend the night with him anyway. He's going to get the nighttime visits. He's not going to get anything else. The only thing that I'm going to give this man is my body and possibly get pregnant by this dude because they're going to go wrong. They always do. So this clip here I got from an Instagram dating coach, Instagram life coach. And this is a conversation on just like a podcast where they're talking about going through these phases and what it actually means, I guess, to them. Because this is what these women obviously aren't doing this now. You can definitely get plenty of dates, I'm sure, but meeting men online and having bedroom fun with them, switching it up, saying, I'd never choose these men anyway. They're only for the nighttime visits. So a lot of guys will actually go this route. They'll say, oh, well, I definitely don't want to be in a relationship with this woman, but maybe if I treat her bad enough, then I can just have the nighttime visits, and then I can pump and dump her, and then I can get out of here. And then you wonder why a lot of guys act that way. But let's take a look at the comments. Let's see what the comments have to say. Deciding he's a d and still sleeping with him? How is this good advice for any woman? If anything, this perpetuates men's behavior in society because it gets rewarded. So this comment was really interesting to me because these types of podcasts or this type of content that you'll find on Instagram and Facebook with these dating coaches, none of this is good advice for women at all. You can look through it and there's a few, maybe 10% of it would be actual good advice, and the rest is just a bunch of women talking to each other and validating each other's bad choices. And that's just the way a lot of this stuff is. And then we have a reply, and this reply says, has a toll on the entire dating cycle and its toll on self. People enjoy calling something fancy while doing something toxic. Lack of accountability and effort to heal. Definitely lack of accountability, I guess. And we have this person down here that says, he's taught me the worst thing about it is a lot of guys just aren't that great in the fun department. So it quickly becomes not that fun. that can definitely be something you can learn. Common sense. You don't have to do all that to learn that lesson, but you do what you will, I guess. Here's the last comment we're gonna go over here. Why allow a guy that's a and likely undeserving access to your body? Why minimize the significance of the exchange of energy is? Well, because it's not about that. It's definitely not about that. You would think that something like, you would obviously assume being intimate with someone would be something you would only do with someone that you're looking to have a future with, that you are looking to start a family with, but no, not necessarily. You're just going to give that to any random man that you meet online. And then when you turn 35 and you have 2 kids from 2 different baby daddies, and now you're looking to find your provider. This is the question here. There's no point in being disciplined if you can't even discipline your mind. But let's take a look at this last clip. These are always my favorite, and this woman she's manifestation. She is manifesting her perfect man. And this is definitely not a dude that swoops in and provides for her temporarily to pump and dump her. Oh no, this is not one of those men. This is a man that will treat her good for the rest of her life, and he will never leave her side. He is going to be there through thick and thin, and he definitely doesn't have 4 other chicks on his roster and waiting in the wings. That is a perfect description of what we're about to watch.
Bestie, I'm about to put you on. Do not say these affirmations unless you want to become dangerously magnetic, unless you want men to flock to you like bees to honey. This literally happened to me today. 5 minutes. I 5 minutes after I spoke these affirmations to myself in my head. I didn't even say them out loud. I simply thought about them and I let it go. I was out to lunch with my dog and I'm sitting there. I asked for the check. I am literally taking my card out. I'm about to pay for my bill when this man comes up out of nowhere, and I mean literally out of nowhere, and he pulls up a chair. He sits down beside me and he says, "No, I got it." I'm just like, oh, who is this? He asks for my name. He introduces himself to me. We talk a little bit and then he gets my number and he says, "Dinner tonight, 8 p.m. I'll text you later. Have a nice day." And he goes off. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, holy I really did nothing but simply exist and sit back in my feminine energy and affirm to myself that I do not chase, I attract. And it literally manifested instantly.
You know, and all we can do is pray for her, but still, this is real.
There you have it. This woman was convinced that her soulmate swooped in, paid $12.95, and now they're gonna live happily ever after. That's all it takes, guys. $12.95, sometimes less, especially if she had a little salad for lunch. You're paying $5 and you're already her soulmate. It's a done deal. Now, do not use this tactic to possibly pump and dump various women. It's just not, no, that's not what this is about. This is about finding your soulmate and living happily ever after. All right. So you got to get out there. You got to start paying for meals. Even if you're not a part of the meal, even if you didn't spend time with this person, you got to swoop in. You got to pay for the meal. You got to do this. This is a boundary for a lot of these women. If you don't meet this boundary, then you're just not you're not their soulmate. It's just not going to happen. So hope you've learned a lot today about different phases of women. You have the manifestation phase here that is just unhinged, beyond unhinged. And then there's the phase, or the 304 phase. Sorry, you can't, but 304 phase is definitely another phase that a lot of women choose to go through, even though it might not be the healthiest thing to maybe let a strange man sit at your lunch table, pay for your lunch, and then have him pump and dump you later on that night for no reason. That might not be the healthiest thing for you, but it's the traditional thing to do. It's the traditional thing to get pump and dumped every day for lunch. And you can't tell me otherwise. But anyway, that's oh. But anyway, that's gonna be today's video. like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you guys later. Ratboi out.